Wake up stream.
Wake up.
Strasticles.
No. No. We're not starting it here, too. I can't escape it. God.
It's not yours, though.
Yeah, that's fair. He can call... Yeah, oh god, he has freedom here.
I'll call
He can
them
call
something
people whatever he
proper. I'm
wants.
not like you freaks.
You freaks!
I don't
You're
call
the
my
freak.
chat chasticles. I don't know why you do that. It's a little weird, you know.
I do not. This was your whole fault. Anyways. Hello, stream. We are here. As we get back into it then. Everybody has water. We're all good.
Yep.
Just rest
Yes.
before we start, but, you know, speak
We're
it
water.
Well, you are water. I mean, we are made up a lot of water. Regardless.
Would ruin my circuits.
Last time, Iskra, we had started out with Iskra, who had went over to the Smoke in Steel to speak with Tsunami about getting some magical items prepped and some traded as well. Received a free cloak in said trade. Was traded for that cloak of protection. You also had a small custom scythe being made by Tsunami's partner, with some agreement that you might have to collect some items for her intern. She agreed to take a few weeks probably to get everything that you needed made, but would make them. And then Muno as well had a small, not necessarily issue with Coco, but learned of her affinity with rats, apparently. And she had started to notice some of those. Also took her out to get a little exhausted on a flight, looking around Lunarum, not seeing anything too suspicious over the thread and bobbin either, other than a member of something to do with Shalwyn. You have not been briefed on that, but you did note there was someone that Shalwyn met over in the alleys south of the thread and bobbin. Southwest, but whatever. After hiring Coco out, you did land at the thread and bobbin to meet with Mare, who had been talking with Nib and helping create all of your outfits for the following evening and afternoon as well, both the wake and the ball that is said to be had for your infiltration. There, you spoke with and helped as you could, assisting with gathering items as the two just helped create your outfits. Shalwyn was at the Hop and Hops Tavern, where she learned of Bond's connection with the Crimson Library, specifically the Lunar Sentinels. Shalwyn then did leave to do some reading within the library, trying to educate herself on the ways of being more sociable. Eventually, you all had some rest and met back up at the Crimson Library in the morning, where no dreams or nightmares were seemingly had. But you did meet with everyone and started to talk about not only what the plan was, but also discovered the new hideout permissions that you all have underneath the Crimson Library. The sort of complex entrance was had as you watched the floor give way. And underground there is not only rooms for you all, but a bar, seemingly a nice... I was going to say bath, but it's more like it's not really a sauna either. It is just a bath, an underground bath for you all.
Hot springs?
Yeah, sort of. But you all were taken into a private room where the silence spell seemingly was cast upon you all, or around you all, to protect the conversation within, where you discussed Muno going sort of undercover as a proper noble, being led out eventually within the secret passageway within this underground hideout. And... Ooh. Come back. Don't do that. Okay. And with both Iskra and Shalwyn agreeing to try to seem more involved in everything, going to the Buckmore Manor, where you had hopefully have an ally there to try and speak with and seem more like you are just trying to figure out the inner workings of what's happening here naturally and not attached to both the Sentinels or to the Revenants. Mare as well decided that she would be checking in on Illy as she had spent the night, presumably to protect the place, over at the Thread and Bobbin, but have not since checked on her. I'll be spending some separated time on different missions, that's for sure. As we did leave off with Mare pulling aside, or not Mare, sorry, Iskra pulling aside Mare
Like
into one
that,
of
yeah,
the
that mayor's like,
private conversation rooms.
you look like you had something on your mind. Come, child, come speak with me.
Mare would. One of these private, almost interrogation rooms, as they were described. And within, Mare was asked if a skeleton could be put in the little hole that you have. Set in the weirdest way possible.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Wasn't just me that said it weird. It was said weird when Iskra prompted it as well. Never got that sheet, by the way. Go what sheet?
I don't have my skeleton sheet.
Oh, you're so right.
Damn ditto, motherfucking ditto, get in the goddamn ball. Goddamn ditto.
But is there any more conversation you wishes to be had as you are?
I pull my, I think I pulled the skeleton out of my backpack last time.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I pulled my skeleton out, I enchanted it, and instructed it to go clamber into Izzy's hole, so...
Yep, and it had just stared up at you as Mare was closing the portable hole.
So I guess that's more if
waiting
Mayor has
orders.
any more questions for Iskra.
I assume you want me to keep quiet about this?
Well, I'll have to tell the other members of the party, but probably not spread it beyond that.
You needn't worry.
And, don't pull it out when we're probably still in town. Although I will have to check on it in the morning. Every day.
Okay, just pull me aside whenever you need to.
Because if I don't recast the spell every day, I will lose control of it, and then you'll just have a hostile skeleton in your head.
That's not ideal.
No. Probably. But if I ever, vanish or die or anything, I think it's still under my control for that 24-hour period, so it won't fight back if you want to, put it down.
I did put it in pets. I don't know if you want it somewhere else.
We can figure out, where we want it and stuff later. Because I need a skeleton sheet and I need a puppet sheet at some point, but I don't want
puppet as well.
well, zombie. It was what I was calling a meat puppet. But I don't need one for each one individually. As long as I keep track of how many of each I have, I just need at least one of each so I can see stats and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. But if you have any questions about any of this, it's only fair that I answer them.
So I don't know if this is an appropriate task, but what exactly happened? I mean, whenever you talk about how you were brought up, how you learned magic, obviously it wasn't fond memories. But this is bit more than I expected.
I stabbed him to death in his sleep.
Oh,
I
should we be concerned about you?
I discovered that he had been killing people. I knew for a while that he was acquiring bodies somehow because he was having me clean them, dissect them, and then he was raising them for his own army. But he had been telling me that he was purchasing them from people. Like he would, your cousin falls off the roof, conks his head, and dies, and then my master would show up and go, "I'll pay you 7 gold for the body," and 7 gold's a life-changing amount to a lot of people, so they take the deal. And so I thought that was how he was getting them, and then I learned that was not how he was getting them, that he was in fact going out there and killing them himself. So in order to stop that, I had to stop him, but he was far greater a mage than I am even now, and so the only way to accomplish that was to catch him in his sleep. But it is not something I would do to other people, or to you guys.
Understood. You have my secrecy. I may not be able to lie, but I can not tell the truth.
And I figure at some point these are details I will mostly have to share with others in the group, but I just, at the very least, think the whole necromancer thing is probably not so safe for Simon and his consort to know of, which is why I was more against hanging out with them, more so than just because of the no-scope deal.
Samara as consort?
No, Simon and his consort being his group, the Revenants, not Samara.
Okay.
I think Samara might be not super a fan of it, but I don't think she'd outright kill us for it, like Simon and the Revenants would.
True. Same reason as why we keep Muno secret. Well, I'm gonna reach down and just kind of pat Iskra on the head again. If you ever need anything, just let me know. You seem to have been through a good deal.
Sure, plenty have been through worse. I survived.
I don't know. I suppose everyone goes through their own thing, but to kill the one who taught you is still quite a deal.
I mean, it is, but never would have been free of him otherwise. I mean, he tried to get me to sell my soul at some point, but I sold some cookies instead, so it's okay.
I see. That's... Bear's just kind of like... Huh. You have a very interesting life. Indeed.
Don't we all?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I mean, you're come from a place that apparently is dealing with, like, disease and war and are part of potentially some sort of effort to create immortality. Who knows what's going on with Muno and their whole sort of living situation. We all know there's something weird going on with, can't remember this character's name. Shawin. That's just not details they've been sharing with us yet.
It's fair. I guess everyone sees their experiences differently than everyone else.
Aren't you so happy we gave you those dice?
Every single time I come back to look at my character sheet, I keep forgetting the things I have, and I look at it, I'm like, how and why do I have the things I have?
Trust me, I have access to all of your sheets, and I can look in all of your sheets and say, what?
Oh,
At least
that's
I don't
not
have
particularly-
Vivek's sex skeleton anymore.
Yeah, you did indeed. You wrote that as
Eh.
Vivek's sex skeleton. That was not me. But that's my point. Is I don't write the things that go in your inventories. You guys do, and so that's what makes it so beautiful.
I forgot why I even grabbed the Griffin Lard in the first place.
I think it was just on a body or
no,
on.
it was
it was looped.
when we were led to the camping place by the druid lady, the dryad, not druid, the dryad lady. We found a stash of stuff under a log, and when we retrieved it, there was some gold, some old food, some rations, and the griffin lard. And so it was like, does anybody want this griffin lard, or should we just throw it out? And you were like, I'll take it.
Yep. And now
Yeah,
it's there every
I
time.
know
Yeah.
why I took it, but I don't know why I took it.
Yeah. Yep. It's just it'll come in handy at some point.
What was my thought process?
Who knows?
I think the process was loot. Gimme. Don't think there was anything more than that.
I think we should probably be on our way, because I think you are good, but I do have Shawin waiting on me.
Yes. It was probably a good idea to not linger here anyway.
I want them to wonder what we're getting up to and come investigate.
Yeah. I'm sure there's still some uncertainty about us from the Revenants.
I will wish them the best and slip out of the interrogation chamber, silent room, death pit.
It's definitely not a death pit. It just looks like a nice little conversation space that's in a dimly lit room that you assume you can't be heard in. No one's told you if that's true or not.
Well,
That you
it
know
wasn't.
that it seems
We
like.
know that the room isn't actively recording, and
You don't know that.
there isn't an actively recording existent thing in D&D. We are mages. We know there's not a spell that does that.
And there's magics beyond your comprehension. You never know.
Yes, but we have no reason to believe that. And barring that belief, there was no one around us, and we went in there to have our conversation because it seemed to be what they were using to be having private conversations.
It seems like the group that you are now involved in does like secrecy or does like to, respects it, so you would hope that they're not recording, but yeah. But with that, Mayor and Iskra, go ahead and roll d20s for me, since you guys are going in separate directions. I will start with Muno, however. Oh. Well, I think
You didn't start with a 13.
I think I know who's going first.
Yeah, it's obviously
luck.
thorough.
No, it's not. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
not.
Brooke rolled a
Please.
16 for our group.
No, it's not Brooke. If that was Brooke, then you wouldn't have the sheet. I did give it to you, right? Brooke's not here.
I do have Brooke's sheet, yes.
Anyways, Muno, you were being led down a hallway into a underground, not necessarily facility, but
Just had a
in one
also
of
a
the
leisure.
rooms through a closet.
Just had a nice calm chat about being dead and not being able to smell. It was the plus.
Yeah, with Samara. Yeah. as you did enter essentially the underground sewer network of Lunarum. She also did, yeah. She did tell you that was part of going down here that was amusing to her sometimes, that she didn't have to suffer, but the people that went with her did. It was just a minor joy.
Muno doesn't have to suffer either.
Yep.
I think that's
But-
great.
Being
So
on
she-
alive, that's great.
She leads you through this network. There definitely isn't much foot traffic down here, you can tell, as you do have to be somewhat careful with the slick surfaces and some of the moss and stuff, and do notice a lot of patches of mushrooms that seem to be growing under here. But it's not necessarily weird. As you continue to walk down, maybe 5, 10, almost 15-ish minutes go by as you just continue to walk and maybe share some light chats with Samara, but eventually you are led to appears to be an end of this particular hallway. You see a rickety-looking ladder at the very end there. And she motions ahead. Well, you should be safe from the filth from here. And she will prestidigitation both of you. I do have to go back, but that's not necessarily a problem.
I just realized if I'm gonna be acting the part as, someone of Fey nature coming in for this wake, I should probably act as a Fey. I was wondering, should I probably be loud in my arrival?
Well, it will be Simon who is meeting you. You absolutely can be, well, the gift about the Fae, usually, to those who don't understand it, is that you are unpredictable. You could be as quiet or as loud as you want to be, and I think no matter what you do, you will have eyes trained on you. As,
I'm just
You
gonna make
are
it look
rare.
like I teleported outside instead of just having a leisure walk by myself.
that is probably for the best, I would say.
Muno's gonna pull out the bottle of the potion of fireworks.
She doesn't know what that is, but I trust you know what you're doing, and, well, that's part of the fun with dealing with newer adventurers, is you can never predict what you are going to get yourselves up to.
Let's just hope this is what it says it is.
Oh. That would be quite unfortunate if you wind up killing yourself drinking whatever that is. Does look like a poorly made concoction or a test of some sort.
Oh, it smells like gunpowder.
That's even more concerning the more you speak. But I trust
What I've been
it'll be-
told is called the potion of fireworks.
Oh. Well, that's...
It turns you into a
Sound?
firework by exploding your insides.
No, I'm reading what it does. I have the thing
Yeah,
for
but
it.
that's a lie.
I have 5 uses of this potion. It's gonna be good.
Well, that certainly is... well, interesting. Good luck with that then, and hopefully you don't attract the wrong type of attention.
Well, every attention on the Fae is the wrong type of attention, and they thrive on it.
Makes sense. Well, I would say good luck, but there really isn't much that I can give you. And
No, I got it from here. Thank you.
of
It was
course,
a nice stroll with you, by the way. Quite nice.
I do appreciate your company as well, even though you have gotten on my nerves more than a few times. You are a bit cocky, and that is dangerous, depending on who you're talking to, but you're lucky that I am, 1, tolerant, and 2, have dealt with your type before. So I know you didn't necessarily mean anything by it.
Oh. At least I'm only slightly irritating.
You could be much worse, trust me. At least you are intelligent. That is refreshing, given the company that I previously had.
Are they? It's dicey. Muno probably has like a 7 intelligence score.
Fuck you, first of all.
I'm not saying you're unintelligent. I'm just saying you use intelligence as a dump stat.
No. My dump stat was strength for Muno.
First time
My
for
intelligence
everything.
is 16
Yeah.
for Muno.
The last cleric you made had an intelligence of 9, okay? It's not crazy
Yeah.
for me to point out that you don't like intelligence.
Because I made Thorxie not to be intelligent. That's how I made his character. Muno is intelligent. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, it's refreshing just, having a nice stroll, talk to those around my age range. I can't speak. Muno
Age
can.
range.
Oh, my brain
Isn't
has a stroke.
Shaman older than you?
Yeah, but we don't really have a conversation.
Yeah.
We don't really talk.
No, no. I do think I'm probably at least 1,000 years older than you, but
Yeah.
it is appreciative, yes. As someone who has been dealing with the changing of times, and you have a lot of information that's constantly changing. It is interesting to see the world from a point of view where, I mean, I don't know if kitsunes are particularly immortal, but I do live forever and will, unless something kills me.
That's the same for kitsunes. We do go to a stage where we ascend. But that's after 1,000 years.
Oh,
And at the we're immortal until we get killed.
well, perhaps vampires and... Well, hurt myself. Perhaps vampires and kitsunes have a strange thing in common. Well, I
Well-
do look forward to talking with you more.
Of course. Maybe after all this is over, we can continue some more conversations.
I would appreciate that.
Since, you are my boss and everything now.
I am, however, you all won't be taking directly's orders. Help directly from me. It's a disease. Help. Taking orders directly from me all the time. I have assigned Bond to look over you all. It just seemed right, considering she is, well, sort of close to you all. She's the only one here. It's more familiar. That being said, you are free to talk to me. I am not one of those guild leaders that will shun you for trying to speak to me. Never made sense.
It is refreshing that leaders actually take care of their own.
Unfortunately, a rarity these days.
But it's good to see when you stumble upon them.
Always happy to hear that. Do be careful when you get out as well. You will be in the middle of a heavy brush in a foresty area. Not too far, obviously, from town. But don't trip. It would be embarrassing for a noble such as yourself.
It would. Well, I need to get into character. Thank you for the walk and the cleanup.
Of course. And she'll start
And I'll
to
go up.
turn around. Yep, and you can. You go up the ladder. It's more sturdy than you expected looking at it. And as you open up the trap door, it feels way heavier than a trap door should be, but you can still, even with your strength, manage to lift it up. And when you step outside, you are indeed covered and surrounded in brush, a heavy brush. Whenever you close the trapdoor behind you, you see that it is covered in a unique way with a bunch of dirt. And whenever you settle it down, you see a slight shimmer just around the entrance of where that trapdoor is, and it's almost seamless. You cannot see where that would be. It's impressive, and you understand why it has not been found out sooner.
Well, it just takes a little mental note, but then walks closer to where the trail is.
You absolutely can. As you would come out more towards the northern side of things, or northwest, sort of where the Moonglow farms and the old rum outskirts and stuff are. You did say that you would meet Simon by the southwest gate, though.
Yes.
So there will be a slight walk for you.
Well, once it gets to within like 300 feet,
Mm-hmm.
Muno will take a sip of the potion, one of the 5 charges on it.
Right. Indeed, you do. You take a small sip of it, and immediately it feels wrong. You feel like you're drinking.
My color. Yeah, the
liquid.
color. The colors. Yeah.
You feel like you are drinking liquid gunpowder, and every part of your body says this should not be happening. Yep. You cough out, and indeed colors seem more vibrant, and you feel like
It's
you
a
do
fun
indeed.
part. And
You feel as if maybe you've taken something you shouldn't. Everything is more saturated and vibrant. It's a little bit brighter out. The sun hurts a little bit more, but
once he gets close enough to the gate, he'll, make a little burst of multicolor lights. A bright flash of light with a noise that can be heard 300 feet. But making it seem like Muno just teleported and made this big flashy
entrance, sort of.
Yeah.
So you would go through basically just following the wall until you get to the southwest gate for that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now, as you do go along, because have you transformed too already?
Yes, I've been transformed.
Okay. All right. No, as you are walking through transformed, you can't avoid the amount of eyes that do kind of look at you. Thankfully, a lot of these people, especially over here, seem to be very busy. As you can see the beautiful fields of the Moonglow fields. There's tons of people hard at work, either with workhorse animals, they seem to be transporting goods and the like. There's quite a few people that will stare at you or whisper. They seem a little bit unsure, give you wider berth. Some people completely ignore you or don't even seem to recognize that there is a fae walking near them. But you can still easy enough get to the southwest gates.
Did this big flash of light, just, like I teleported in, walked in and started walking like he owns the place.
Yeah.
He meets up with Simon.
You do immediately do that. You don't see Simon immediately as you're stepping through the portcullis. You do notice that there seems to be the guards that should be there, however, are distracted by something, and you do eventually see that they are talking currently with Simon. As you make this loud presentation, you startle all of them to look in your direction. There is even a few townsfolk that are both within the actual walls and outside that suddenly startle and turn as this loud noise is heard.
Did Simon leave after the talk? Did he leave before or after we took our baths and stuff?
He left before you guys took the bath, so he's been gone.
So in this, he sees Muno in his kitsune form, but ordained in very perfect makeup that outlines his features even more, wearing the one of the outfits Mare has taken.
Yeah. It surprisingly fits you well enough, so it looks like it could have been something that you've had. Simon, on top of being caught off guard, did look like he was reaching for a weapon at the sudden loud noise. Then a small glance of like he recognizes you, recognition there. He seems to relax a little bit, mumbles or says something to the guards beside him, and they take up their posts again on either side as you approach the portcullis there. Oh, it's a loud thing of thunder.
I would say Muno's voice is not his own. He sounds like his oldest brother.
Oh, okay.
So when he speaks, and due to the actor feat, I can do that.
Yeah. So you do not sound like yourself. I in case that comes back to bite you in the ass. Anyways,
Yeah, it's going to. No, this whole thing's gonna bite me in the ass.
As you do that, though, Mayor, you make your way outside of the Crimson Library and split off with Iskra and Shawin, or split off from them as they head. I believe Iskra and Shawin, you're just heading straight to the Buckmore Manor, right?
Yes.
Or trying to, anyway, because you were not told where that manor was.
We were.
You were? Okay.
We weren't told by him, but when we were talking to which one?
Shawin, or no, sorry, but Samara, she did say...
Yeah, we were talking to Samara. She mentioned a job at the Buckmore Manor, and we went, "Oh, that's where the dude is. We should go there." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And that you,
Yeah.
we got directions and stuff.
You do know, so you can start heading northward and towards the Lunar High Walls. As Mayor, you head southwards, not too far past the Full Moon Market that seems to be bustling with people even now in the later afternoon hours, with this orangish hue lighting the entire town. You can make your way to the Thread and Bobbin, which thankfully looks like it's still up and running. Nothing is burned down. Yeah, it's always a good sign, comforting to see. You walking in, doing anything before you get inside?
No, I look around. Do I see any rats?
Make a perception check.
Perception. 9.
Seem to be any rats. See a few birds. That's about it. No signs of rats. You step inside them. There's a little chime as you enter the door, and inside you see Illy, who's currently seated on one of the front desks. Looks like she's kicking her feet, and behind it on her stool you do see Nib, who currently is chatting with someone else. You hear this unfamiliar, deeper male voice. It says, "See, it takes a very skilled hand indeed to weave such a decadent thread. I don't understand why you're not flooded with customers and have your own workers under, helping you here. Keeping this place safe and fixed up, it's a shame, really." And not really noticing you, Nib just continues her conversation. Well, I don't know if I would really be a good boss, and, well, I could handle the work, personally, but I don't know about ordering people around, and, I don't know if they can handle it, and, I don't really need everything fixed up. And the gentleman cuts her off. "You are plenty skilled. Don't talk down on yourself, little Rose." Oh, he turns around, sort of hearing you enter. "But must stop my line of questioning there. You must be the assistant Nib was speaking of." He starts to approach you.
Me, good sir. Who are you?
"I am Mika. Beautiful as you are. Let me be a true gentleman." And he takes your hand as he bows and gently places a kiss on your knuckles. You can feel the rings that adorn his hands. He's about as tall as Muno is, with long black hair, a single white streak that runs along one side of his head, that is woven into his loose ponytail. You can tell immediately he holds himself with the grace of a nobleman and the charm of one that always gets his way.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Mayor's uncertain.
He smiles. "And me as well. I'm an observing gentleman, just looking in town for a new place to set up shop. I see there's some work to be had here. I don't wish to disturb you for any longer. Yep, I will definitely be in town for a little bit longer. I look forward to perhaps getting something made personally by you when you're not swamped with work." And she nods enthusiastically. "Oh yeah, no, of course. I would appreciate the work, like I've said before. Thank you again, Mika. Great to meet you." And he still has a smile on his face as he nods and escorts himself out, unless you have anything more to say.
Does he seem, when he's like, was talking to her, like, to have any ulterior motive? Did he seem like he was, I don't know, did he seem suspicious at all? I don't know,
Go
the way he was speaking.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Vibe check him.
Sam, I also sent you something.
Oh.
You don't have to respond. You can keep going.
But with a 24, you've been around noblemen before. There's definitely a sincerity there. Uh, he's being genuine when he's calling Nib skilled and that he does want to return. Being genuine, saying that he's looking for a new place in town to set up a shop. There is something more to it than just that, though. You can tell. It's very well hidden underneath his sweet, like, honeyed words. Whether it's nefarious or something bad, you can't quite tell, but there's definitely more.
Who is that man?
Leah's Nib. She seems to like trying to compose herself. She says, well, I don't know. I've honestly never seen him before. He was very sweet. Was talking about just looking for places in town, and I'll be honest, I haven't really looked myself in a bit, so I don't really know. But he was offering more work, so that's always nice. Said for him and his partners, and that's sweet. But I don't know. All he said is that his name was Mika, and that his full name was a little bit harder to pronounce, so he just goes by Mika usually. But he was helping me, and just a pleasant person to talk to.
Definitely seemed the definition of noble.
And Illy looks like she is helping with some other like small thread work as she does wave over at you.
What?
What does that even mean?
Mika Lash is in Bloodborne.
Miko Lash?
Yeah, they just said his full name isn't Mika. It was, Mika. Don't worry about it. It's a Bloodborne reference. None of you have played the game. You're not going to get it.
Oh. That's not... Sure, Ace has, but anyways. But Nib does smile. Well, are you just here to continue to work on things? Also, Illy says that there was nothing amiss yesterday, thankfully. Did notice that there was apparently a little rat that was on the windowsill that looked to be maybe looking in, but also was eating something, so maybe it was just a normal rat, I'm not sure. But no, nothing was stolen last night, or broken into, it seems, or unlocked at the very least, so that's good. I'm happy about that.
Interesting. That is very strange. I wonder if it's because Illy was here and they had someone watching over the night.
Perhaps. It is strange that there was just rats. Thunrum's not like, it's like any other town. Rats just exist usually in towns. They're not something you can just get rid of, but weird that one was just chilling out. But I don't know, also not that weird. So there's nothing we can really glean from the fact there was indeed a rat. Nothing was stolen though, so that's deeply appreciative, given everything. But we have been making good progress. And, looks over. Currently looks like working on something of, or parts of Muno's designs, or his suit.
That's good. And also, don't take credit from yourself. I think you have definitely, by how you've been helping me learn, that you could definitely handle having employees.
Oh, well, maybe that's true. It's just, I stumble over my words a lot usually, and maybe if it was somebody that I knew a little bit better, it'd be easier. Um, I don't know. I've never had people sort of working for me. I've always been the person that works for others, and so it would be a huge step for me, that's for sure. But also, I just don't have the money consistently, or what is the word? Reliably, I guess, to be able to pay somebody if they were to work for me. And it's Samara is basically the one keeping me in business because most people just say that I do talk too much. And there is people every now and then, or adventurers will come in, but I can stay afloat if Samara just up and vanished for some weird reason. But I don't know. I never thought really about expanding or reaching out to people as well. Mika was talking about that, like actually talking to people and offering my job. I don't know, or offering my stuff to people. That feels just pushy and rude. But maybe I could. That's just not something I was really thinking about. But having your help and Ilya's as well, it's been really nice to work on something with somebody and have them understand what I'm doing, and it's not just rambling about colors and patterns and stitch techniques, and they just kind of look at me and nod in that polite way, that people do, where they're like, I don't understand a word you're saying, and you're talking quite a lot. I would like to go, but then I just keep talking. Yeah.
Air kind of nods at that. As a wizard, it is often quite common to talk about magical theory and to the wrong person, or theories, or just stuff. But I think, should you find someone that would meet your expectations and that you click well with, it definitely would be worth having someone, even if it's maybe shifts, someone to take overnight work, and you work during the day.
Yeah, usually being the only one to run the shop consistently, I don't really get breaks. I don't mind that much, but it would be nice to be able to take a day off every now and then. That's true. I'll look into it after we get done with working on your stuff. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll look into it more.
Good. You deserve the help.
And she smiles, looks a bit bashful, when she starts to point out what her and Illy have been working on. Illy gives you a little hug as she sees you, and she seems happy that you are there now to help work on things.
Kind of hug her back and stroke her hair a little bit.
She seems happy, and you can spend, I assume, the most or majority of the day at the very least helping out create or finish your guys' outfits.
Yep.
Okay. You do that. Iskra, you and Shawin is once again in deep thought as you are walking along one of the main roads in Lunarum.
I chat at Shawin, despite the lack of conversational reply, and as I realize that Shawin is just rudely ignoring me, I start chatting more with, with Versa and Cookie and stuff.
Yes, they also don't respond, but
Well, that's not true. Cookie responds to me.
I guess.
Well, because I have speak with animals, I can free cast.
You're actually talking. Okay, so you're actually talking, not just like you're casting a spell to talk with.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to use a spell slot for it, so it's fine.
Yeah, as you said, you have free cast, yeah. So you can actually hold a conversation with your rabbit as Cookie will respond to you as you get to the Lunar High Walls. There is some guards that just kind of acknowledge you as you walk in, but no one seems to be stopping you as it's not fully nighttime. They are a little bit, you notice, more on edge, that let you all walk in. It's the first manor on the right when you enter through the south gate of the Lunar High Walls. And you can tell it's one of the lavish ones, for sure. Is there anything in particular you're doing before you get up there?
I would like to keep an eye out, see if anybody seems to be paying us undue attention and or following us.
Go ahead and make a perception check, probably at advantage, because I'm sure Shaman would help you.
Oh, now they'll pay attention. Won't be part of the conversation when I try to share the depths of my tortured past, but as soon as I'm trying to look, then you can pay attention to me. Anyway, nat 20.
Jesus Christ. So, nat 20, maybe not necessarily undue observation, but you do notice some of the guards or some of the revenants specifically do pay you guys more mind, but it's starting to get, it is the afternoon,
Yeah.
almost nighttime, and there's been break-in, so it's an understandable caution as some of the guards
part
that
of
are
their
walking
job
the walls
attention.
there. Yeah. You don't see anybody that seems to be following you weirdly, in a way that doesn't make sense, though. You approach the Buckmore Manor, which you do see in a almost an entrance to stables of what you would imagine here. The iron gates that surround this manor, you see a large sign that does read Buckmore Manor, and has two metal, pretty intricately carved looking horses that are dangling from underneath it. Not metal like that. And you do see there is one guard that is currently at attention, just kind of looks in your direction as you start to approach. It's like a younger human male.
So just like the horse things, like knockers, like float?
No, it just looks like they're, they have chains dangling from the butt and on the head that are just kind of underneath there as decoration, horse decoration.
Is there a knocker thing or a way to announce our presence?
There's a... No, there's not. This isn't the front door. This is the front gate, of which there is the guard there who's in front of it. It is a closed gate, though.
Does he seem to be on patrol, or does he work here?
Probably work there. He is standing guard at this gate.
I will saddle up beside him then.
As you do that, it kind of gives you a weird glance for a moment. Yes, are you here for the job or to just see the Lord?
We're here to speak to the Lord.
Very well. Do you have specific summons or just wishing for an audience? And if so, can I get a name?
I don't believe we have summons, but I'm Iskra, and this is Shawin.
Very well. Give me one moment, please.
And this is Cookie. And this is Versa. And this is Bath. Is Bath the right
name?
About
to... Yes, Bath's right name. He's going to turn inside, and then you continue. He's okay, Cookie, and starts whispering to himself. And you can tell as he's starting to move, a bit sluggish, looks a little bit tired as he opens the gate.
Tired?
It seems to be taking his time. Calm down, Kether.
Kether pops up from around the corner, yes.
Gets dragged back into the other dimension as you wait for...
As soon as he walks inside, I break in. I don't.
Yeah, interesting choice.
No,
really.
I do not know.
Takes a bit longer than you would hope for him to eventually come back, but he opens the gates and kind of motions for you inside. Thankfully, Lord Wilthrow is good for company currently. Yeah, you may enter.
Give him a small little bow and a thank you. Head on in.
You do eventually, as you and the rest of your pet entourage step inside, closes the gate behind you, stands back.
You said me and my pet entourage. Are you counting Shawin as part of that entourage? Because you didn't list Shawin.
And Shawan. No, Shawan's not a pet. It's you, Shawan, and the pet entourage. There we go. Enter. You can tell the grasses here are very well kept. There doesn't seem to be much flowers or the like or anything really flashy necessarily going on, but the manor itself has a bit of a rustic feel to it, surprisingly. As a lot of the other buildings here usually have some intricate stone workings or other elaborate features, but overall this manor seems more humble of all of them. There's a lot of different nature themes. It almost seems like you can tell too it's a little uneven, and like the manor was just built on top of what was there without altering as much of the nature as possible. You step up to the door. There's a very large, beautiful oak door that appears to have a massive tree that is carved into the center of it that you assume is open. It is closed.
We'll try to.
How would you assume it's open if it's closed?
I don't know, but the DM said I assume it's open, so I guess I have to assume it's open.
Well, you were invited in, so you can either try to open it or you can knock. It's up to you.
I will knock.
You
Where's John
knock.
when you need him?
Break down the door. We're here, bitches.
Well, John's our designated knocker. He's knocked at every door we've needed to knock on.
You're not fair. But you do knock, and you hear from somewhere within this manor a higher pitched screech, almost like an excited squeal. And hear rushed footsteps up to the door as the door is flung open, and you see a fairly petite looking half-elven woman with beautiful auburn hair, and these bright blue eyes. She looks at you very excitedly, a big smile on her face. Oh my gosh, you are okay. He was talking about there's like weird people but kind of adventurous. Hi, I'm Summer. It's so nice to meet you. And just rushes over and grabs both you and Shawan's hands and aggressively shakes them.
Do we know the name Summer? Was that the name of the lady who was looking for jobs, or do we just not know who this is?
The person who was looking for jobs to can be escorted around town was indeed Summer.
We may not be who you think we are, but nice to meet you nonetheless.
Well, I guess that's fair. Okay, well, a little disappointing if I'm gonna be honest. You're all cute and stuff too. Whatever. And she just lets you go and just starts walking back, and you see behind her a familiar face, the bigger man, as he looks a little tired, more than a little tired. You can see the dark sun circles underneath his eyes as he steps up. There's a second before he recognizes you both. There's a small smile on their face. Hello. I apologize for my cousin. She's in town for a particular party. Can I help you? It's good to see you. I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? Welcome to the Buckmore Manor. Can I get you anything to drink? Food, the like. I'm usually a better host than this, I apologize.
I think just something nice and cold to drink would be nice, but we're just stopping in to make sure you got home safe and everything.
Yes, I thankfully have. And he looks over to you. Do see there's a few, looks like servants that are listening in the conversation, kind of nods towards one, scampers off, and just looking around. It is, again, a more humble manner than you would expect from most places, especially being in Diani's place. And even in the Crimson Library and some of the other locations around here. Nice rustic floors. There's a lot of handmade, it looks like, furniture. Some of it looks to just be repurposed, like branches and maybe even fallen trees. There's a lot of logs and just nature throughout this place. Plenty of vines and natural greenery that does brighten up a lot of the space around you. But one of the servants runs off, seems to acknowledge some sort of silent command from Wilmore here. Um, and then he nods and sort of slowly walks over to this sitting area that is immediately visible through one of the archways. You can see there's a set of 3 couches that surround a very beautiful and elaborate fireplace. Looks like made of natural, just picked up stones from who knows where, of various colors and sizes and shapes that are. You're quite sure how it's all staying together, but there is a small fire that is currently lit. There's a low ember still crackling there. You can see there are some pastries that are currently out, and the woman who greeted you is...
Not in a burlap sack, are they?
No, they are out on display.
They look like they've
looks
previously
like a silver
been in
platter
burlap
of sorts.
sacks.
No, they are very beautifully made up. It does not look like they were squished or forced in a sack.
You're ever gonna live that
Don't
one
worry.
down.
No, right.
I don't have regrets. It is just, that's how that person decided to do things. It was wrong.
Right.
But you do see Summer, who glances over as you are continuing to walk in here, and she doesn't necessarily look upset, but she does have a small, childish pout on her face as she turns slightly away from you guys as you enter. And he just meanders over to take a seat. You can obviously sit down, but yes, my travels here were incredibly safe. Good to see you all you made it here, and you are safe.
Yeah.
Are you looking for a horse or something from the stables? I did
Oh,
offer that.
No, we actually came, first to check on you, but also to bring you the good news. I don't know if you had heard, but your captors have been handled.
Oh, that is really good news. I'm relieved. That means that Rin is safer as well in the forest, and Summer mumbles something to herself as she continues to make disgruntled noises, but Wilro promptly ignores her.
But Rita also heard that you may have a job for adventurers, and
He almost looks like, as you start to say job for, it looks like he's trying to stop you, but you get it out, and Summer immediately looks at you. So you are here! Why the hell did you just not... gosh, adventurers are so picky and annoying sometimes, but you're both very cute. And, well, maybe not that one. She looks at Cookie. Not very cute for that animal, but thing, creature, is it alive? What is that? Is that even legal? Is that illegal?
it's like, but bowls ahead anyway with Shawin and I have the evening off, and don't mind showing such a lovely lady as your cousin around town for a little.
She immediately looks like she's almost buzzing with energy. You're saying that. And although Wilro looks like he was trying to save you, you say that you're willing to do it, and he looks immediately relieved. As he nods. Well, if you're willing to, I'm willing to pay 20 gold pieces for you to show her around, make sure she's safe around town, as she is lively and tends to be very curious and not as accustomed to some of the more he looks like he's very much struggling to find the words to say, and Summer just immediately starts speaking over him. I may not have spoken with a lot of nobles, but I was invited to this thing, and that's not normal, but okay, maybe not invited. It was kind of like my cousin was invited, but he doesn't want to go because he's boring, but whatever. I was invited to this really cool ball, and I got something custom made, and I'm super excited, and I have a really pretty horse that I've trained myself, and I'm gonna be walking in. It's a whole thing. I'm so excited for it. Anyways, I would really like to kind of see this whole place, because family kind of runs the stables, and we run a lot of other stables, and I don't really get out a lot, so it'd be kind of really nice to just be shown around and also feel safe, because I heard there's some shady things happening. So I'm kind of nervous about that, but it is what it is.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna like turn back to the guy and ask, do you know Diani? You ever met with him?
He looks to be in thought for a moment and shakes his head. Not really. I mean, I know of Diani. His manor's still been boarded up. There's some commotion, and looks like over there a few nights ago, but no, I didn't really know him. And Summer cuts in. Actually, of course he didn't, because he's boring, but, I mean, I didn't really know him either, but I knew of him. The few times that I was invited over, I wasn't invited over a lot, which I still don't understand, but, now I kind of have more freedom, so I can probably come visit a lot more if I'm allowed to. And it kind of looks like she's trying to insinuate something, and Will promptly ignores her as he looks at you guys. Yes, did something happen between him and you all?
Not so much of importance. Just we've heard rumors that he was up to some things shadier than we thought. And I'm gonna like glance around. Does it look like he trusts everybody around here?
You're trying to judge if he...
Actually, forget that. I'm not saying this in front of Miss Talk McGee.
What?
But just we heard some unsavory rumors about what Diani was up to, and just we're curious if you had more information on it. But it looks as though...
Summer immediately butts in. Like, was he doing illegal stuff? Did you get the rabbit from him? You still haven't answered me. Is that like it? What is that thing? It's kind of gross. Is it contagious?
Cookie is very
Such
well
a cute
trained.
Name. Not really fitting for the creature, though.
And she is very much so not illegal. It has nothing to do with Diana.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably for the best. It sounds like he was maybe not the best of people, but that's also not very surprising. A lot of people that are, I don't know. There's a lot of shady things that sometimes happen with the higher up people. I don't really understand it. I mean, there's a lot of drama though. If you have anything while we're on our walk, you should tell me. I know it's a little bit late, but I heard that there's some really good drinks at the tavern. I was hoping to get some because... I mean, I'm just curious. There's a lot of things around here that that there's apparently also not a lot of people that have wanted to take the job, even though my brother's had it out. And even before I was here, there's just not a lot of people that take these kind of jobs, apparently, to just show somebody around. I mean, it's easy money. 20 gold is not nothing to scoff at.
I love this girl.
I don't want her to meet Muno.
Oh my god, do I know Muno's path?
I mean, he eventually wants to go to the tailor's.
Oh, perfect.
You know that he's eventually going to have to pass the manor in order to get to the house north.
There's Muno arriving.
Yeah, it's a very loud arrival, so, something definitely happens.
Also, Muno didn't tell them about his loud arrival. This is boom. Fuck. I didn't know she existed.
I didn't know.
But this girl will just kind of nod along and be like, "Well, we are happy to provide a service, especially for friends."
He smiles again, that bit of a relief in his face. I deeply appreciate it. If you need anything else from me, please let me know. You are welcome here.
You work with the horses in town, right?
Yes, the Nightmare Stables is family owned. It is Buckmore owned.
We don't necessarily need a horse, but we have, or I don't actually think it's ours, but there is a horse that was rather poorly cared for at the time we stumbled across it. And is there just someone we could? I assume you would know who would be the best person to bring them to and make sure that they're well taken care of.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You'd probably want to talk with Matthew. Is a centaur that works there. He's well versed in all of the horses that are there. He has been our longest worker, most loyal worker. I would recommend him if you go to the stables.
I will keep that in mind. Appreciate the information, but I think if we were to sit around any longer, this little lady might explode.
She kind of nods. Maybe not explode, but definitely I really want to go, especially before it gets too dark, because then you can't see, and then creepier things kind of happen, and I don't, I would prefer not to be out too late, but also depends
Can
if we
we
get
get
distracted.
the spelling of his name and her name in the chat, by the way, please?
It is just spelled summer.
No, I thought
But-
he was talking about Matthew.
Oh, Matthew, I thought
I
heard
said his
something
name
else.
and her name.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Thank God it's not like Summer or something.
Spelled summer, but spelt with like a C. C-U-M. I don't even know how you would do, like, just make it. There's a U thrown in, or like extra U's thrown in there somewhere for some reason. No, it's just spelt normally.
You're the one who sets the bar.
There's actually 3 R's.
Summer.
And there's a Q, but it's silent. Her name is Squummerr, but it's pronounced Summer.
God,
Man, that would have been so much more clever. Why did I pick such a boring name?
She's gonna do that to our next NPC.
Yep, next NPC. It's
But,
spelled in the most painful way possible.
Shawin, if you would start her on her way, I will discuss the details real quick of our task with.
I'm sure Shawan would be, yeah, death stare, begrudgingly. Shawan doesn't really get to say much about, her own opinion on how she would want things done, as Summer immediately grabs her arms and starts just taking her on an unprompted tour of the house.
Yeah.
As, oh. Oh,
Early
hi.
dying.
Yeah, your microphone's got super staticky suddenly.
Is it still
Nope.
again?
Oh, yep.
Kinda, yeah. Like we can hear you, but there's like at the end, it sounds like you're, I don't know, crinkling your
Yeah,
wires. Sort of. It's very robot-y.
It's still robotic.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Might be an internet